All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
yeah,
real mode.
well, we can hold a peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Second global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they frontin' they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
What do you think, huh?
I represent science.
I wrote the bill.
You're about to end up on Papa Swolio's naughty list.
I should be prosecuted.
What's happening?
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight! You're insane, gold member!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 20 hundo and 49 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy, Papa Swole, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 flexing on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina.
All right, fam, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment down below. What'd you smash today? We are live streaming on every platform in the realm. You can find out all those links over there at thedailyswole.com. And of course, you can learn more about joining the SwoleFam today over at swolenormousx.com. And make sure you leave us a review on Apple Podcast if you have not yet done so. Fam, I am itching for a sick pump today, and I hope you are too. We're going to jump right into today's episode. What's going on, Pedro, Jen, Tyler, Josh, Kathleen, Nicole? Everyone is here and ready to make some sick fucking gains. We got a great show, so let's just jump right into it. Let's bust the nut open and get this party started. Falcon. The voice of an angel. Fucking nailed it. Nailed it.
Sunday, greatest country in the world.
All right, fam, let's get some gorillas. Leo drinking that sparkling bone broth. Put it down. That's why Rose let go and sent you to the depths of the Atlantic, because you won't stop drinking, Leo. You won't put the fucking bottle down, for fuck's sake. Get Leo some help. Hashtag execute more. It's a great card today. And like I said, it's an amazing show, you motherfucking beaches. Let's get into that tip, shall we? Moisturize. Oh, yeah. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, here we go. All right, so we have some announcements. We got a lot of stuff going on this week. Tomorrow we have a roundtable at 6 p.m. Eastern time inside SwoleNormous X. We got our live call. So tomorrow, 6 p.m., don't miss out on that major announcement for this week. You could join now over at swolenormousx.com and get access to all the live calls, the roundtables, the accountability meetings, which we have one every single Monday. This last Monday was awesome. And of course, coming up very, very quickly, we have our Swole Year release party on Wednesday, December 29th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So we got some major releases coming out, and that is just a few days away. I guess it's actually 14 days. I guess a few is 14 now. So it's the 15th today, so 14 days from now, December the 29th, we have our Swole Year release party. So be there for that as well. And like I keep on saying, all the links in the show notes down below for the free downloads, downloading your copy of the 7 Pillars, all that's over there at swolenormousx.com. Check out the blog, check out our memberships, and all that good stuff. So be there tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss out on that. We're going to jump into our first SwoleFam post today. We're going to kick it off with Danny. Danny boy.
What's in the box?
Oh, Danny boy. Danny boy. All right. Danny says, can't go to the fucking gym due to testing positive for COVID. So I brought the gym to me. I must have that Swole variant. Hashtag what's your excuse and SwoleFam for life. Sounds like you're pretty fucking sick if you're going to be training at home. Oh no. Oh no. The COVID. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, Danny, and make those sick fucking gains. Take care of yourself, get plenty of rest, and like most people, you will be fine, my friend. So good for you. Bring the gym to you, make some gains at home. We got a post here from our very own David. And David writes, what's going on, fam? My local gym is purple and sad and gives away pizza. Name the gym in the live stream chat down below. Name the gym. What gym is purple and sad and gives away pizza? What gym is that? What gym is that? They also don't have any T-bars. Anyone have any decent alternative ideas for me, keeping in mind that the gym owners were attacked by barbells as a child and can't allow any inside the building? I know. That's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. All right, so David goes to Planet Fitness, the purple fitness, the purple people eaters. That's what they look like. They look like purple people eaters, people that go there. Now, some people are in shape there, but look, I get it. There's a lot of Planet Fitnesses, and you know, you get some good prices there, but come on, go to a real gym if you can. If you have access to a real gym, go to a real gym. You don't have any T-bars. A decent alternative for you. Yeah, go, you have a bench and go to the cable machine and put it on a mid-level incline, like a mid-level incline, maybe a 45 degrees, maybe a 60 degree, a little bit higher incline, and go prone on it with cables and pull all the way in. So you have a chest-supported back row. That's really what a T-bar is. It's a chest-supported row, which is great. So those are also known as seal rows. You have those benches that have a bent bar that you can lean on your, go flat on your stomach. But if you're trying to hit your lats, remember, you want to keep your elbows closer to the body so you can try different grips, different handles. So that's a great way to do it. So yeah, I know. Nothing wrong. Look, it's a gym. It's a gym if you have access to it and if that's all you got. But if you really want a gym that's like actually encourages people to get in good shape and, not about the sabotage and, the mindset behind it, just make sure that you ignore the bullshit, go there, put your hat on, put your headphones on, just ignore all the shit and get done what you need to get done. Yeah, there you go, Jeremy. There you go, Jeremy. I go to Planet Fitness, lost 40 pounds, works fine for me. Just have to pay zero attention to their propaganda posted everywhere. I agree.
Yow.
I agree.
Yow.
I agree. Look, it's a cheap gym membership. This is why they make money, because most people that go to Planet Fitness don't get results. They don't really encourage results. They actually encourage people to feel safe. To feel safe. You don't want scary people that actually work hard and get in shape and lift heavy weights in there making you feel intimidated. You wouldn't want to be inspired by people around you. You wouldn't want to be, you want to be encouraged as what's possible with your body and with your fitness. Come on, get the fuck out of here. If you're that sensitive, then you need counseling. Stop eating so much fucking soy. All right, here we go. All right, you know the deal.
What's in the box?
In other words, make those gains any way you can. All right, we got one from Jeremy with an O. It's time to stop being a beesh. Look at what came today. And Jeremy's got his Stop Being a Beesh Swole card. Fantastic. Fantastic. Did you really? Did you really? Good for you, Jeremy. Nick says I triggered their lunk alarm within 5 minutes. Did you actually trigger that shit? I think I've been to a Planet Fitness. I don't know if I ever trained at a Planet Fitness. I've been into a Planet Fitness. And I went once because I was talking to the manager. I was working on some kind of partnership because we're teaching. I worked at a school and we taught personal trainers. We actually got them job placements. We educated people for NASM certifications, CES, PES, and the CPT. And then we placed students. So we, took them through an entire academic curriculum. And then we're working on a shadowing, like a partnership where you would place students at like certain local gyms and stuff like that. So I was in there and it's very purple. It's very purple. It's pretty interesting because I think based on polls that have been done, I think purple is literally no one's favorite color. You can Google that, but I'm pretty sure if you look up the average person's favorite color, male or female, I think purple's the last on both. I think people just don't like purple. Probably because in nature, purple usually doesn't mean good. It probably generally means that you don't want to eat that or you don't want to touch that. Anyway, just saying. Is anyone here? I think if your favorite color is purple. You like purple? Yeah. I mean, just don't color your hair purple. We see way too much of that. I'm not saying you can't have purple as a favorite color, but you know, I think generally it's like everyone's like, nah. So it's an interesting choice. All right, we got one from Loretta. Loretta writes, "Hi, Papa and SwoleFam. I am trying my best not to be a tainty magooch today." Good choice. Saturday's storm did a lot of damage to my roof, but it's not as bad as others in my area. I am taking my sister back tonight, back to the Toronto Cancer Hospital today. I set up pails and towels where the house might leak tomorrow. Rain is in the forecast while I'm away, and the roofers are slammed with work. I have let my neighbors know that I am away, and that if my mother needs help, she can call them. I went for a long walk early this morning, did some meditation brain gains, and will bring weights to the bus this morning before we leave. You can bring weights to the bus. You're going to do weights. The language is a little bit confusing. I have hope that things are going to get better. The house will be fixed in time. My sister and my family will get through another day. I hope the SwoleFam crushes it today. Loretta. Hashtag community and brain gains. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Roofs can be replaced. The roof can be replaced, but you cannot be replaced. So best wishes, and glad you're safe. And that was up in Canada. So I know Kentucky got destroyed, a lot of places there. And you could drop in the comments if you've been getting a lot of storms. I know there's a lot of snow. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on all over with weather. It's that time of year. So best wishes, and glad you're still getting it in. You're still consistent. Good for you. Let's see. Michael, how does Planet Fitness make money charging $10 per month with all those expensive cardio machines? Well, people don't use the equipment. They stay very new. Let's put it that way. What happens with a very inexpensive subscription is you sign up a lot of people, and it's just easier to keep it than to cancel your membership. You know, people pay $10 a month and then never go. You know, who knows what their other structure. I'm sure they have other memberships. I would assume they have other memberships. I think I've heard, I don't know their membership structure, to be honest, but I think their membership structure is like $10, but you have to go on certain days. I don't know if that's true the whole everywhere. Maybe anyone else that knows, but it also depends on what their interest rate is on their equipment. You know, of course, it's probably leased and all that kind of stuff. So they might have a good rate. Who knows? But a lot of times, look, when it comes to a gym, it comes down to what you're paying for. You're paying for the property, you're paying for insurance, you're paying for the cleaners, you're paying for front desk and things like that. And, you know, the more equipment gets used, the more repairs you'll have to do. And I guess probably another thing I would assume with Planet Fitness, because they don't have as many free weights, because they don't have bars, I'm assuming their insurance is a lot less than other gyms. I know they have dumbbells, but they only go up to 50. So if you don't have more quote unquote, I mean, you can still just kill yourself on a Smith machine. But if you have more free weights and heavier weights, I would assume that insurance rates would be higher, just because the risk of catastrophic injury might be greater. So I'm sure there's other little hacks and things of that nature. Let's see. Kashina, they have a $21 as well that grants you access to all their gyms. Yeah, all right. So you have a single gym membership, or you have a national gym membership. Yeah, most chains like LA Fitness and things like that. Crunch, I'm sure, have all those things. Yeah, how many of you train at home now? Now, a lot of you know, I always say go to the fucking gym, and I used to go to the gym. Like, I had a gym local to where I was, moved, and there's another great gym in this area that I might actually start going back to a little bit. I don't know, but I've really gotten really into building out my entire home gym, like getting all the equipment I could ever need at home. And it's just so convenient to train at home. And I do enjoy training at home. And I do sometimes be like, oh, the gym environment, you know, you have that testosterone going, and you have other people around you, and you're just pushing head down. And it's nice to have all the things set up and the different machines and things that you might not be able to access at home. But I really, truly love the challenge and the fun investment of building out all the equipment and my home gym. It's a lot of fun to have all these things at home and to create new exercise and do things in my own space. If you have that space, you know, if you have like a small little place and, you know, you don't really have room for a lot of equipment, I can see how I hate working out at home. But trust me, working out at home is great if you have the space to build out all that stuff. But it's a lot more money up front. But if you can get used equipment, you piece it together over time. But training at home is great. It's seamless. No excuses. It's right there. But I think a lot of people have to get out of their own head in terms of training at home, but I prefer it now. Yeah, if you live in a rural area, if you're like 30 miles away from a gym, like going 45 minutes or an hour, especially if you're living in a rural area and there's a lot of snow or poor weather. You don't want the weather. You don't want your fitness to be dependent on the weather. Oh, it snowed a lot. I can't go to the gym all week. That just sucks. You don't want to be vulnerable to that. So at least have both. Or have both. Oh, dude, Chris, for sure. Christopher says, I stay in motels a lot and kettlebells have changed the game with working out in a limited space. That's one of the things that I do now when I travel. I used to bring like bands and all these different types of stuff. I'll just bring 2 kettlebells or 1 kettlebell. I'll bring like a 44 or something like that, because I'll bring one that you could do the most variety of exercise. You bring a super heavy one, it's super fucking heavy and it just limits the amount of exercises you can do. You know, I'm not going to bring like a 150-pound kettlebell and just do one thing. So you can use kettlebells for mobility, use them for lower body. It's great to do a little circuit, a little total body workout, something you do Turkish get-ups with. You can do, kettlebell swings with, do cleans, do some snatches. So pick a weight that's good for you. It's fantastic, especially if you're traveling a lot. It's pretty much no space to bring 1 kettlebell. And think about it. It's like 40 pounds or 50 pounds or 20 pounds, whatever weight you're bringing. It's just really, it takes up next to no space. And it's like, you can just carry it. You don't have to have any fancy bag. Just pick it up. It's right there. You got the handle on it right there. So it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Jarella, you also need to be self-motivated. You need to be self-motivated to go to a gym and to crush in a gym anyway. So I actually think training at home, for me, it was something that I never thought I could do. I also never had like all the equipment in a gym. I never had all the equipment that I had now, so it was less likely to be done anyway. But you need to be self-motivated in both places, but I find it more of a challenge. It was more of a challenge to overcome, like to train, to keep my head down and to focus on getting what I need to get done at home. Plus, doing the type of training that I do at home is different than perhaps I would have done in the gym in the past. So it's kind of like I'm getting gains and I'm taking care of maybe some weak points that I never really addressed before because of my style of training, because I was training in an apartment and it was a lot of kettlebell work and it was a lot of stuff that I haven't really put a lot of focus on. I made a lot of progress and I saw a lot of benefits from it. So it's all self-motivation. It's all self-inspiration and discipline. But I like the challenge. I've liked the challenge. I've appreciated the challenge of learning to train at home. You know. Yeah, it really depends on your area. It really depends on like what your home environment is. You know, if you're like John said, if you're working at home, if you're working at home remotely, you don't necessarily want to like, okay, let me move the desk and then train at home. You want to go and clear your head. So I get it. That's why I train outside. Like I'm in here and then I go outside and I train, I do stuff. All right. Last post, Zandri. Oh boy, SwoleFam, she writes. And Zandri's from South Africa. So all the way from South Africa. Oh boy, SwoleFam. It feels like it's been a minute since checking in. I haven't been as consistent this past 3 weeks. I hurt my forearm while doing a bee removal. A bee like bumblebees or like honeybees. And it took a week before I could use it again properly, so I didn't. Gym for 2 weeks, a dick move, I know. I also didn't watch what I ate as carefully as I should have, and I consumed shitty foods, but now I am on the elimination again. Started with coffee, it really had me this time. I had a headache for 2 days, I felt bloated, and not going to the gym has brought back some joint pain, so I learned a lesson. Not to consume shit even if I feel like it. It makes me feel all crabby, and also made a mental note not to stop going to the gym because there really is a setback on my body. Nonetheless, I am back at the gym eating my grass-fed steak and it's finally mango season here. So I'm enjoying some mangoes and blueberries and also some berries from my garden. Just wanted to check in and confess to not being the perfect me that I aim to be yet. Anyways, fam, see you again soon. Go to the fucking gym. There is no perfect. I know I get your point, Zandri. I get your point. We get your point, but there is no perfect. There is no perfect. It's just, you could do better. And there's nothing like holding yourself accountable. There's nothing like holding yourself accountable and understanding and putting yourself out there and like, hey, I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I shouldn't have fucked up. And I'm going to make sure I don't fuck up again. And that's the best that you can do. So keep on executing more. That's the fucking Swole card for the day. Hashtag execute more. Drop that in the comments down below. All right. And remember, all those posts are featured from our very own Swolenormous X. You can join the fam today for less than the price of a Mocha Choca Fuckaccino. I love saying that. Over at Starbucks or your favorite waste of money pit hole. Make your own coffee at home. You'll save like a few bucks a day easily. Anyway, join the fam today. You get access to all the private live streams with all memberships. Like I said, it's less than $5 to join. And we do have a live call tomorrow, our SwoleFam roundtable at 6 p.m. So join us for that. And you don't want to miss out on any of the private live streams of your favorite man cast. And plus, you can upgrade and get access to all the yoga classes, all the programs, workouts, 7-minute workouts, kettlebell, mace bell. We do foam rolling. We have dumbbell and band work. So you have 7-minute workouts that you can loop, that you can repeat. We have yoga for all levels. We have meditation sessions for all levels of experience, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30-minute sessions. We have thousands of recipes. We walk you through the elimination diet. We really just help you customize your fitness because this is what it's all about. Everyone's going to have their different flow. Everyone's going to be either training at a gym or training at home. You're going to have different levels or different types of equipment. You're going to have different goals and experiences, different amounts of time that you can attribute to training. Everyone's going to want something different out of their life. And what the SwoleFam's goal is to support everyone in their own personal journey. I'm not here to tell you what to eat. I'm here to help guide you to customize your nutrition. And we have a lot of fun along the way. So just make sure that you are checking us out, swolenormousx.com. It's the greatest fam in the motherfucking realm. And let me just bring that up on the screen for a second, just because I want everyone to visually imprint that tomorrow is our roundtable, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Thursday. That's tomorrow, December the 16th, SwoleFam roundtable live inside the SwoleFam. So when you get your notification for 6 p.m., you will log into your account right there on your home screen. You'll hit that button and boom, you'll be sent immediately to the app and you will be on the live call and you can join and talk to me personally, talk to other members of the fam, join in on the live chat at the same time. It's fire. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, Silvers. Hashtag be gone Starbucks. Starbucks be gone. Starbucks be gone. Yeah, didn't they just approve unions or something at Starbucks? So some Starbucks will be gone soon. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. I thought I saw that in the news. You can correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let's take some questions. So this is a question time. Again, if you haven't hit the like button, you haven't subscribed, all that stuff. I appreciate for those of you that are leaving reviews wherever you bang your ear holes, all the podcast. Share the podcast. That makes the biggest difference. If you know someone that needs to join a great community and make some sick fucking gains, get their ear holes banged with some knowledge cock, make sure you subscribe and share the podcast with them. It's available on every single podcast platform, from fucking Amazon Music to Google Podcast, Castbox and Stitcher and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I think like anywhere and everywhere you could possibly listen, that anyone would listen, you can check out the podcast. All right. And the roundtables and all the live streams and all that. I mean, I'm here. We're here. It's a live stream, but I mean, come on. Who watches the live stream? Who watches a live stream anyway? Does anyone?
He's heating up!
Yeah, we all do. Let's make some fucking grills. I'm amped up. All right, let's take a question. If you got a question, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. From Derman Beckham. Papa Swolio, when I got bad days, how could I keep going motivated? Let's just translate that into how do I stay motivated? You don't. You do it because you need to get it done. So practicing meditation, like we talk about brain gains, having a schedule, having a morning routine, having an evening routine, making sure that you are preparing your day, that you're not going to be able to avoid going to the gym. You're not going to be able to avoid doing what you need to get done. So it's not about motivation. If you're waiting to feel like it all the time, you are going to be skipping. You are going to be avoiding. You're going to be making those excuses, and you don't want to do that. Don't depend on motivation. All right. Post from Jacob Higuera. Papa Swolio, not an ask. For shame. You tricked me. But I'm 50 pounds down from 286 and hit my 315-pound deadlift PR yesterday. Very nice, Jacob. Very nice. Question from Father Son Rebooted. Is that who I think it is? How is Papa Swolio doing? She's doing absolutely fantastic. She's doing great. She was actually featured in a TikTok I did this morning. She was eyeballing me when I was eating liver and giving me some problems. I'm like, this is not for you. And she's sitting there like, no, it's my liver. It's daddy's liver. Who told you to eat my cookies? Who told you to eat my cookies? All right. Christopher Denny, Papa Swolio, what is bone matrix? What is bone matrix? Oh, you mean like the supplements, like getting actual bone like getting the actual bone like ground up? Yeah, I mean you can make bone broth, you can eat the raw bone marrow, or you can get one of those supplements which actually breaks down the actual inside the bone itself, and it's a supplement. You get lots of good nutrients in there. So it'll explain on the back, like if you're buying a supplement that says bone matrix, you'll actually explain like what you're getting inside. Like if that's the name of a product, you're going to get because the bone is actually living tissue. It's actually living, just dense connective tissue. And you actually have cells that build bone tissue, and you store minerals. Bones have different purposes for attachment points, for muscles, for protection, for mineral storage, for 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 or 5 purposes for bones. I think I missed 1 or 2 there, but let's see. Aaron Witcher, Papa Soul, did you enjoy working with P90X? It was kind of like a hybrid. It was kind of hybrid. I was working with NASM and P90X at the beginning. Yeah, originally I did. It was a nice challenge. It was a nice challenge to prepare the academic curriculum to certify people to teach P90X in a gym. But then, in all honesty, it just turned into like a group exercise class, and then I lost interest pretty quickly. It was cool when you were teaching it as like, okay, here, we're going to teach people to do group training with like actual kind of like structured periodization. It's like, that's going to be fucking sweet. You're actually going to do group classes that's actually going to take people through like a proper program structure. But then it just became like fucking group X, and I'm not a fan of group exercise personally. Not really. So yeah, met a lot of cool people, Tony Horton's a great guy. Always did right by me. Really, really nice dude. Very hospitable. Trained at his house a few times. Went out to dinner. He's a nice guy. All right, Jeremy, I want to make some jerky this weekend. Aside from Celtic sea salt, did you use any other seasonings? No, Mama Swole makes it. So I'm not the jerky. I'm not the jerky boy. But I actually finished the rest of the jerky this morning. So it's fantastic. We use London broil. So we tried I-round, but it actually went bad faster. So, and you also don't want to make it too thick. If you make it too thick, it'll tend to retain some moisture. It might break down. We had a little bit of mold on, I think, the I-round, which I don't know if it was the fat content or it was the dehydration amount or the cut. I don't know, but the London broil just kind of tasted better. It was more consistent. So I think the first time we made it, she made it a little bit of put a little bit of garlic in one of them, but we just used salt. Perfect. Dude, it's so good. It's so fucking good. So good. So good. Michael, unions suck. It's like making a direct donation to liberal woke Dems. Indeed. It's kind of like the beginning of I don't know if it's the beginning of the end. It's just it's definitely the decline. So this is why we talk about make sure you're investing in some hard money, fam. You know what to do. Come on, fam. You know what to do. Not financial advice. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going south. Inflation numbers are dramatically underreported, and there's a lot of lying and smoke signals going on. A lot of bullshit. Danny, I don't really get the fear of COVID. I'm proof that with exercise and a natural, nutritious diet, it's not so bad. I felt like I had a mild cold for a day and a half. Well, Mama Swole had it, and if you get natural immunity, you're good. No one's ever gotten COVID twice. That doesn't happen. So you have natural immunity. It's the safest and it's the best. And anyone that tells you otherwise doesn't really understand, doesn't understand data and and logic and how viruses work. Anyway, I'm no virologist myself. I just listen to intelligent people and make logical conclusions. But Mama Swole had it, and she lost her sense of smell for a day or two and was fine. And I was in the same place with her and slept in the same bed, and I was fine. So nothing ever happened. Josh, herd inflation is about 7%. It's likely a lot more. It depends on how you are quantifying. It depends on how you're measuring it. So you can make inflation look in any different way depending on what basket of and what verticals you're looking at. So that's the manipulative part that most people aren't aware of. And it's very complicated. Inflation is complicated. It's not like, oh, inflation is this. Oh, we look at this. It depends on how you're measuring inflation. There's a lot of different ways you can measure inflation. For example, taxes are inflation. Longer lines and products not being available is inflation. Like these are all results of it. There's a lot of different components of inflation. Yes, I have. Nick, Papa Swole, speaking of inflation, did you see that the Washington Post and the New York Times are writing articles explaining why inflation is a good thing? I have, and it's absolutely not a good thing. It's absolutely not a good thing. This is what happens when you have a fiat system. They all go to zero after eventually. Every fiat system eventually goes to zero. We're quickly heading that way. So it's absolutely not a good thing. That's just cover for Biden. They're just covering for Biden. Oh, Fauci now admitted there's natural immunity. Oh, like we needed him to let us know that real science actually exists. Yeah. Are we going to put this guy on trial for crimes against humanity at some point? Let's see here. The Jewel, Papa Swole, what dehydrator do you recommend? Which one do we have? I forget what it's called. It starts with a C. I know that's not helping. I'll add it to the Amazon store. We got off Amazon. This is a great one. Yeah. All right, let's see. Momzilla. Does it matter what type of rice you eat, brown rice or jasmine rice? I would not eat brown rice personally. Arsenic levels, plus it's just harder to digest. And personally, if I have any rice, I think we do jasmine. I don't think it's basmati. I think it's jasmine rice. I had some last night. It felt pretty good. I don't overdo the white rice, but yeah, white rice with butter all over it and stuff. That's my thing. Nick, did you see that Merck COVID pills are causing genetic mutations in fetuses and male sperm? I am not up to date on that. It just seems like the best treatments for the vid are combinations of therapeutics like ivermectin and monoclonal antibodies seem to be the most effective in conjunction with other forms of therapy. And it's all about doing it quickly. And, there's other things like nasal rinses and things like that. If you're in concentrated areas that can decrease viral load in the nasal cavities. Interesting. It's the Julian to your Ricky Betch. Can you stop changing your name every day, please? It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Like, I want to make sure I know who you are. So Miss Raven, I'll call you Raven. Papa, do you see the University of Israel saying that natural immunity is better as they recommend like 9 booster shots? They're too far down the path now. They can't turn back. They're going to have to keep on injecting people. Isn't Israel the most, excuse me, COVID, isn't Israel the most vaccinated place in the world, I think? Taint length definitely matters. We know taint length matters. Gary, the half a lung. What's the best workout to grow my traps? Deadlifts are fantastic. Shrugs are great. You can do also different types of rows will actually hit the traps great. Like if you have your elbows a little bit higher, closer to your sides will hit more lats. But if you go a little bit more, bring the elbows up further away from your sides, your body, you'll be hitting more middle lower traps. You could also do farmer's walks and farmer's carries. Kettlebells are great. Kettlebell swings are great for traps. Things like cleans and snatches are great for traps as well. Well, I mean, there's a great Dr. McCullough was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and remember he was talking about how with the virus replicates or it sticks to it or inside the fat cells. That's why obesity, it like replicates more, or you keep a higher concentration if you have more fat on your body. And that's why when you get the vaccines, like you have the mRNA or like the spike proteins congeal like in the ovaries and different, in the organs of that sort, because they're higher fat content, things like that. you have to listen to these things. If you're not an expert, you have to listen to them a couple times because there's a lot of science and, little things that can get overlooked. Let's see. Christopher, what's the best exercise for someone who could barely stand due to morbid obesity? You could do chair yoga, nutrition. Maybe if you're able to have like a recumbent bike just to get moving. Upper body stuff, maybe like some knee lifts and things like that. Upper body exercises. If you could barely stand, that means you can stand. So maybe in a chair or on a bench or something, holding onto something, standing up and sitting back down, just doing sets of literally just standing up and sitting back down. Best exercise would really depend on the individual's limitations. That's very personal. Very personal. Very personal. All right, we're getting into some balls deep. Good shit, fam. Good shit.
That's deep.
It is deep. It is deep after all. It is deep after all. That's a lot of scrolling. That's a lot of scrolling. Let's see what we got here today. All right, let's get into let's take a shit post. We got a triangle. No, we have one. This one's from Christina Bruce Coach. And this is abrasive visually. So if you're just listening to this, you're welcome. It writes, I find that people who are adamant or even angry about defending the idea that weight loss is possible if you, quote, just worked hard enough, are themselves working really hard to keep the weight off and need to feel validated for all the effort. All right, that's a full Matt Damon.
You can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
So this person is attacking people that are defending the idea that weight loss is possible. Well, it certainly is possible. It's absolutely possible. So it is. If you just worked hard enough, and just working hard enough doesn't mean this is the excuse that people like Christina use to like justify obesity. Like, oh, that's not bad. It's diet culture. It's the evil people that are actually putting in effort. You should work harder. That doesn't mean you just run more. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean physical expenditure. It doesn't mean more exhaustion. It just means putting in more effort. It means working on your nutrition more, working on your habits more. Most people aren't working hard enough. That's a goddamn fact. Most people aren't working hard enough, and working really hard doing the wrong shit is also possible. You can put in a lot of effort and do it wrong. Well, guess what? You pick yourself off, you dust yourself off, and you figure out what fucking works, or you give up like a little bitch. So, yeah, you're trying to validate staying sick and staying a victim. So, we're not a fan. All right, we got some retardation from Fierce Fatty, and this is, oh my God. Here's a pyramid of retardation. It's called Levels of Fat Phobia by Fierce Fatty. I don't really want to read this. This is too much. Too many like complicated words and nonsense. This is really ridiculous. This is a pyramid. It's called Levels of Fat Phobia, for fuck's sake. Come on. I really don't want to give this much attention. In other words, it's a pyramid of excuses. So you have 4 layers. The bottom of the pyramid is ideological fat phobia. The idea that fat people are inferior, ethically, morally inferior, and don't deserve dignity and respect. A social, cultural, and political belief. Jesus Christ. Ideological fat phobia. Okay. Fat phobia doesn't exist. People don't want to be fat for a good reason. They don't want to die young. They want to be able to see their dick or their clit. They want to be able to walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath. Like, this is ideological. It sounds like logical. I'm going to cut out the ideo and just put logical fat phobia. It's not fat phobia. It's not a fear of being fat. It's a desire to be healthy and not be fucking crippled out of choice. Institutional, the beliefs society holds about your fatness and how it treats you due to those beliefs. The next level is interpersonal, the beliefs other people hold about your fatness and how they treat you due to those beliefs. How about you not listening to other people? Ignore it. Ignore it. Stop internalizing it. Oh, that's the next one. Intrapersonal or internalized, the beliefs that you hold about your fatness and how you perceive yourself due to those beliefs. If you have enough mental problems, if you're that psychologically broken, the problem is you're looking to everyone else. This is inverted. If anything, it's inverted. The base of the pyramid is, it's all here. It's all here. Okay? This is it. Boom. There is no pyramid. The entire pyramid is this. The entire pyramid is this internalized, intrapersonal. It's in your head. This Everyone's fat phobic. That's in your mind. It's in your head. You're creating this fucking psychological prison and you're lashing out against everyone else for not having enjoyment in your life, for not being healthy, for blaming everyone else. This is on you. If you're playing the victim, it's just the tip. You're playing the victim. It's everyone else's fault but yours. Of course it's ideological. It's institutional. It's other people. No, it's fucking you. It's you, bro Jackson. It's you. It's you. I'm not even reading the second part. I'm not going through all that levels of fat phobia. Like, think someone took time to make that. You could have had a fucking great workout and eaten a goddamn steak. How many buckets of ice cream is the person that wrote that eating? I'm telling you, if you are struggling with your body weight and you're not following the 7 pillars, you're not doing what we talk about here every day, that's why you're not getting results, because you're not eating quality food. You're not surrounding yourself with good information. Obviously, you're making fucking pyramids. You're making pyramids to justify your lack of integrity, your lack of self-esteem. You're making pyramids blaming the entirety of culture, everyone around you but yourself. It's you. Take control of your health. It's very liberating. It's very liberating making it your fault and your responsibility, isn't it? Because if it's not your fault, it's not your responsibility, how are you going to change it? You have to blame everyone else until they change, until they say nicer things about you. But look, if I say a nicer thing about your lack of self-respect, is that going to change your diabetes? It's not going to change how your pancreas and how your body accepts insulin. It's not going to adjust or change how your body clears blood sugar. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, if I'm a nicer person, you're going to be healthier? Yeah, okay. I'm not going to feed into your denial. Not my thing. All right. We have what the fuck? All right. We have a number 1 or a number 2. Drop in the comments down below. Number 1 or number 2? What do we got? What do we got? Pick a video. Pick a video. And of course, hashtag execute more for a chance to win today's Swole card. It's easier to change your hashtags than it is to change your habits. It's easier. All you got to do is put fat acceptance and boom. Oh my God, virtue signaling shield. No one can say anything bad to me because then it's them. Then they're the meanie head. Well, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, we got a couple of people with a number 1. I see a bunch of number 2s. I see a bunch of number 2s. Number 1, number 2. It is number 2. We have a privilege quiz. We have a privilege quiz. Ooh. Whoa. All right. Jesus Christ. Of course, it's someone who looks skinny. Of course, it has to be, right? All right. God, these college kids. All right.
Hi, can you fit in a car, movie theater, or airplane seat comfortably?
God damn it. What's with this fucking background music? If you're going to put background music, don't make it louder than you speak. This is going to get this fucking episode flagged.
Hi, can you fit in a car, movie theater, or airplane seat comfortably? Can you go to the doctor for a broken bone and actually talk about the broken bone? Can you cut on a movie made before 2012 and see a character that looks like you that isn't the secondary, funny, or sassy friend? Is your body represented everywhere in fashion? Then congratulations! You have skinny privilege. Now, before you say, I'm underweight and people bully me all the time. Just because I'm skinny doesn't mean I can't be insecure. This is your reminder that privilege does not equal freedom from mistreatment. In fact, society depends on all of us to feel bad about ourselves to continue making money on our insecurities. But
oh my God, can you victim harder? Victim harder than me. Victim harder than me. Try to victim harder than this chick. Is she overweight? She doesn't look overweight. What's going on with her hair? I mean, look, you can do whatever you want. I have long hair too. I don't think this is the same chick as the other day, but like what's going on with that? What the fuck is going on? What's going on with it? Like, why is it crawling out of her head? How about this part right here? In fact, society depends on all of us to feel bad about ourselves to continue money making. Just unplug from it. Unplug from it. Think for yourself. This is what happens when you're a sheep. Yeah, just nod, smile and wave, nod your head. Yeah, most people are fucking sheep and they do dumb shit. Welcome to society. With everything. So they get you into debt. They get you into debt before you get out of fucking school. The whole point, the way this country runs is to get you in fucking debt. It's not to actually make any savings. It's not to build capital. It's to get you in debt. That's why they send you right to college after high school, so you don't know any better before you're already fucking 150 grand in debt. They fuck you before you realize before you even know what's going on. They keep you stupid and indoctrinated in schools and teach you bullshit that is useless in the real world. And then they get you into debt as quickly as possible. This is fucking pathetic.
Society does prioritize thin bodies over marginalized bodies, and that's why you can do all the things mentioned before and more. For example, no one's making shows like The Biggest Loser or My 600-Pound Life about skinny people. In fact, society will always lift skinny bodies and their voices to the front of every conversation, and that means you might accidentally talk over some marginalized groups. When making peace with your body or confronting your haters, don't shut down when someone says that your actions are hurting an oppressed group. Instead, shut up, check your privilege, and listen. This has been your SJA.
Jesus Christ, we're done with that thing? My God.
Matt Damon.
I have no idea what she said. No one does. You see this person's name? So her name is Jordan with an A. Look at her ad on TikTok. Jordixon. Jord with an XN. My God. Can you imagine trying to date that chick? Who knows? Who knows what gender she is? Who knows what she's claiming? Can you imagine? Can you imagine having a conversation with that? Jesus Christ. Sweetie, honey, did you make the bed? Yeah, you better check your male patriarchy pictures. Wow. Again, if you don't know what she said, exactly. But this is what happens. This is what the left does. This is what this woke shit does and this social justice nonsense. It uses language that is so confusing and so hypocritical that you can't even make an argument against it. That's the point. You just want to be like, you know what, whatever. Just shut up. That's what most people do. They're like, you can't argue it because it doesn't make sense. You can't have a logical argument because the target always moves. They're just going to say something different and blame you for attacking because you're fat phobic. Well, that's because you are racist. You have to be. Again, nothing was said. And the reason why it's confusing is on purpose. So most people will just not even go against it. I think it's fucking retarded. But most people won't say anything and they'll just take it in the ass. And be like, okay, fine, here, do what you want. No, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's settled. It's stupid. All right, this one's called Mixed Teacher. I don't know what that is, but unfortunately, I feel like we're going to find out.
Hi, here's some things my students have said / done since I came out and changed my teacher name. You have a new name? Well,
Oh, for fucking Christ's sake. These are things my students have said / done. Are those your pronouns? Said, done? Since I came out as non-binary and changed my teacher name. Oh, so here's another example of someone that's brainwashing your kids. Obviously, she's single. You got to go with the fucking super short haircut, go non-binary. You know what happens, right? You know what happens. They don't, the woke libs, they don't have kids. They don't have kids. They have yours.
Hi, here's some things my students have said / done since I came out and changed my teacher name. You have a new name? Well, yes, it's a name that makes me a lot happier, and that's why I changed it. I like your new name. I do too, but it's nice to know I have your approval. Mix?
You need the approval of a kindergartner? That's pretty pathetic.
You mean like mixing you up like cookie dough? If that's gonna help you remember it, yeah, cookie dough works.
She definitely looks like cookie dough. Just saying.
Excuse me, Miss K, I need... It's Mix K!
Mix?
I did not ask them to do that.
Okay, so this is... All right, let me explain to anyone who doesn't speak fluent woke. Mix means MX. Instead of a Mr. or a Miss, now you're an MX because you don't have a gender anymore. You're not a man or a woman. You don't know what you are, but you know you want more attention and you know you want acceptance and you demand more control because you don't have control over your life and you're frustrated and you have been brainwashed by the education system. You have been poisoned by the food companies. You've been sucking down soy and corn your entire life. So you have probably an extra large or a non-existent fucking taint. We've talked about that before, sucking down fucking petrochemicals since you were born. So yeah, your brain is not fully formed yet. Poorly formed at that.
You guys are fifth grade, so I feel like I can tell you this a little bit more. My new I go by they and she pronouns.
They, she? I thought it was she, they.
Yay! Woo! Yeah, Mr. is for boys and Mrs. for girls. Well, I go by Mix Love Bug. What does that make me?
Love bug? No, hold on a second. Don't.
Well, I go by Mix Love Bug. What does that make
You're calling your kids love bug?
Mrs. for girls. Well, I go by Mix Love Bug. What does that make me? Yep, my work here is done.
Yeah, you've confused children because it's nonsense. It's nonsense. See, that's what you're doing. In other words, she was role-playing, pretending to be a kindergartner, and the kid was confused. Yeah, Mr. is for men and Mrs. for women. What does that make me? The kid's like, yeah, I don't fucking know. How come you don't understand what you are? How come you are... Come on. Fucking Christ. Man. Fuck, the soy is strong with this one. Yeah, this is what it's like to be single your entire life. This is what it looks like when you have no kids. This is what it looks like when you have no prospects. This is what it looks like when you have a terrible diet. This is what it looks like when you're brainwashed. This is what victim culture looks like. This is a whole video of everything that's wrong with our society. All right, and that says nothing about the individual, but if you're going to poison children's minds, that's abuse. That's child abuse, confusing children. And this is the problem. A lot of parents are waking up and realizing that parents are brainwashing their kids like this. They're not educating them. They are brainwashing them. Okay? If you tell a child, no, I'm not a boy or a girl, you should be fired immediately. You're not there to play make-believe. You're not a teacher in order to, create this kind of, you're not a cult leader. Let's put it that way. You're there to teach them math, social skills. That's the problem. You have people that are literally in school, then come out of school and then go to teach your kids. Those who can't teach, right? Those who can't create anything or provide any value oftentimes go to teaching. It's like, what else am I going to do? I'm going to spread this nonsense and stay in the academic system my entire life. And they're passing on this cultural Marxism to your kids. Yeah. If you're confusing kids, you're not a teacher. You're supposed to be educating them. What is this teaching them? It's not. It's just repeating the pattern again. God, you're doing this to kindergartners. This is fucking brutal. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh my God. Fam, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like watching Alec Baldwin explain he didn't touch the trigger. Yeah, anyone else handle firearms? What's the latest with that? He needs to go to prison. Yeah, it just shot itself. The gun just shot itself. Oh, did it point itself too? So it pointed itself and shot itself? I've handled a lot of firearms. They don't do that. Guns don't do that. They don't fire themselves. They don't point themselves either. Anyone that's ever handled a gun or knows the first thing is like, yeah, that didn't happen. It cocked itself, it pointed itself, and it fired itself. Wow. That's a magic gun right there. Maybe that gun, I think that gun killed Kennedy. All right? Magic gun, magic bullet. Get it? Ho, too soon? Too soon? All right. Hey-o. All right. That was a quick one. All right. Cocked itself and shot itself. All right, here we go. Let's get some execute more. Hashtag execute more. Drop that in the comments down below. Rambling. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. Scroll. Who dropped an execute more? Come on, you bish. Let's fucking go. Scrolling all the way back up, down. Execute more. First round through, and that's a big old goose egg. One more time. Falcon, pick me a winner. Let's go. Pick me a winner. Scrolly McScroll. We got a winner. Mr. Christopher Denny. Congratulations. Very nice. Congratulations, Christopher. Well done, Falcon. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 2049, the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic, fam. What a great mancast. What a great mancast. A reminder that tomorrow we have, thank you, congratulations, Christopher. We have our we have a roundtable tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. You could join the fam today over there at swolenormousx.com for less than the price of a Mocha Choca caramel fuccaccino. You join the fam today and surround yourself with the greatest people, many of which are watching right now. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. But of course, we'll have the Mancast earlier in the day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Let's get some piano cock going. And let's have a fucking great workout today. Let's make some sick fucking gains. Shall we?
I am the danger.
It's absolutely fantastic.
You are looking rather splendid this evening.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Oh yeah, baby.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out?
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
You're insane, Gold Member!
All right, fam-wise, enjoy the rest of your day. Go make those sick fucking gains. Every goddamn day. Yeah, bitch. Make some gains, make some gains. We'll see you in the Telegram chat. If you ain't pumped today, you better go make some sick fucking games. I'm watching you. Santa Swolio's always watching. I'm watching you.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
If you vote for Trump, then you're not black. Did you know that? I didn't. You learn something new every day.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. We choose truth over fact.
We know.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set!
You made me happy.
I'm leaving people.
What do you mean? You would
Crucifixion was good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
Let's unspool. Quick release. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Gotta crank it. Nice. Gotta re-spool. Very nice. Oh. Goddamn right, Cerny. You're right. Your arm must be getting swole from reeling in that hose every day. You goddamn right.
Because.
You goddamn right. All right. Had a great Mancast. I thought it was excellent. I love it. I love it. Go and be well, fam. We'll see you tomorrow for episode. Can we get a round of applause? 2050. Is it just me, or did we literally just do episode 2000? That was 50 fucking episodes ago. It's episode 2050 already. My God. My God. Tomorrow, Thursday, episode 2050. All right, we'll see you then. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose, your boy, Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in